Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Rashida here from Wigs, Braids and Tings. Today we're just going to show you how to prepare your extensions for any sort of braiding styles. This could be braids, knotless braids, so make sure you stay tuned. We're going to start off with a pack of expressions. I will be linking in the description box the correct colour that I've actually used in this video. Going to take any sort of hair grease, then going to be using a brush and obviously the extensions. So what I've actually done is taken my thumb and my finger, and I've I'm just taking like a very small amount, and as I take a small amount you can notice that I've actually started to pull the hair. So pull the hair in any direction. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to pull it in my right-hand direction. I've also taken my left hand, is really tight. If you've noticed that my left hand's really tight, that didn't make any sense, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. So my left hand's really tight, and then I've got my thumb that's passing the hair expression to my right hand. And as I'm doing that, I'm just pulling. I'm literally just pulling very slowly, taking small amounts of strands at a time. You don't want to take too much because you'll completely mess up the flow. It will just be so messy, you probably wouldn't want to use it, trust me. And this hair can create really big knots, so you don't want to be messing it up from the get-go. I'm sure you can see the difference already from the left side to the right side. So if you keep doing this, you just keep pulling very slowly, you'll be able to turn the left side into the right side, and then that is the side you will be using for any sort of braids. Remember, this hair is used for knotless braids, box braids, twists, any braiding style. Look at the difference. Again, look at the difference from the left side to the right side. You can see the left side's more blunt and the right side's more bushy. Now, this is obviously me going a little bit faster. Obviously over time, when you practice going slowly, you will get faster and the whole process will be a lot more quicker. It's a very tedious process, I can't lie, but you know what, it's worth it in the end. So this is how it looks at the end. Looks lovely and bushy. You're going to take your hair grease and you're going to cover all the expression with the hair grease. I like to do it first before I brush it because I find that using the hair grease makes it so much more easier to brush than if I was to brush it really dry. You want to make sure that you're holding this expressions really tight, because again, what you don't want to do is hold it loose and then everything just drops on the floor. It will be ridiculous. There'll be no point. You would waste your money. You would be frustrated because, like I said, this hair creates a lot of knots, so you wouldn't even be able to separate it. So just make sure you're holding it really tightly from the get-go and just brush repeatedly until it smoothens out and you can actually separate it without it creating any sort of lumps and bumps. All that hair that you see in the brush has been completely wasted. There's just no point, you can't save it. So this is why I said you need to hold it really tightly, because there would have been a lot of clumps in that brush if I hadn't held it a certain way. So yeah, just make sure you hold it tight, please. I beg. See, this is exactly what it should look like once you have finished plucking. You should be able to separate them without any sort of lumps, bumps, knots, whatever you want to call it. At this stage, I just, decided to do a little plait so that I could show you how smooth the hair looks at the end. This is not to teach you guys how to plait in it. I'll do that another day, maybe. Depends how I feel. But in this video, I'm just showing you just a quick plait. Get me? So So at this point, this is what your braid should look like once you have finished plucking your expressions and plaited it. Notice that it's just smooth, there's no sort of lumps or bumps in the plait. So you want to make sure you follow this technique before you think about, you know, that braid hairstyle that you want. Sorry to break it to you guys, but you have to do this first. I know it's tedious, I know it seems boring, but you need to do it. Okay, so yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. Again, we really appreciate you tuning in to our second video on the channel. Stay tuned for much more tutorials, girl time, advice, everything. Okay, bye.